Today's horoscope, Pisces April 8th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Mercury turns direct in your sign today, after spending over 3 weeks in retrograde motion, some of the time in your resources sector and some of the time in your sign. In the coming days and weeks, indecision will likely clear up and, ideally, recent contemplation will pay off. This can be especially the case with health, finances, and partnerships. Delays will lift, and limbo will end as new information or a new perspective emerges. If you've been looking back, reviewing, and editing, you'll begin to enjoy the rewards of these efforts. Just as Mercury doesn't immediately resume normal speed, you might try to follow a similar path, ease back into things for best results. Today's cosmic flow may be a bit challenging to face. This is because sweet Venus, our lesser benefic and the goddess planet of beauty and love, will unite in an exact conjunction with mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster planet who is standing within your solar house of identity, your zodiac sign. Tension could pop up now, especially in regard to your feelings and life's plans and how you showcase your individuality. You may decide that only you can make the life you desire and can't trust anyone to help you get there. Above all, though, lead with love, grace, and kindness always. Do not let anyone doubt your confidence. The past few weeks may have taken a hit on your overall sense of security and stability. Mercury retrograde has impacted your outlook on your values, professional identity, and self-worth. You could have felt insecure during this period, especially if you had compared yourself to your colleagues. While this has been tough, you should see a change in your self-perception and stability once Mercury stations direct in your sign. However, the change begins with you, so make an effort to speak kindly to yourself and talk highly of your attributes. You have never been one to blindly conform to the group, but you certainly do care what people think of you. It's time to help them and yourself out and give them the information they need in order to really know you. You might want to first take a refresher course where you are concerned. Do you really know what you do and do not want? Disciplined exercise such as swimming and running give you the time to reflect on these questions while building your strength and self-esteem. Take care that you don't get caught up in outdoing the Jones. Living up to perceived standards can become a never-ending exercise in one-upmanship that might not make a lot of sense when you step back and look at it. It can be easy on this day to fall into this kind of trap. Try to remember that the standards you live by should be set by yourself, and not by what others determine to be required. Live happily, securely, and within your means. It is not just today that the stars are sending mixed messages, and instead, this is something that you will have to get used to. On the one hand, as a friendly aspect between Venus, the planet of love in Pisces, and Mars in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart peaks, they will be encouraging you to keep your work hat off. On the other hand, the new working week is not only getting off to an empowered start across the income, work and career fronts, but in a way that is just a small taste of things to come. Where you're going, knowing when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off will be essential. Thanks to the moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday, there is a chance to look to the past, present, and future with confidence. This last visit before Mars leaves has helped to fuel his romantic passions and fighting spirit, while both the moon and Mars' friendly aspect to Venus has made it easier to embrace the planet of love's final days in retrograde motion in Pisces. Daily Planetary Overview. Can you handle it? That question isn't meant to intimidate, it's an invitation. An invitation to look within and ask yourself whether you're truly aligned with what you're chasing. As Venus retrograde meets Saturn in dreamy, deeply emotional Pisces, this isn't a time for surface-level decisions. There's weight in the air, the kind that asks for honesty. The kind that asks you to pause, breathe, and ask, is this really what I want? It's okay to admit when something doesn't feel quite right. Even if you've already committed. Even if you've been walking this path for a while. Just because you can see something through doesn't mean you should. If you're chasing a goal that no longer inspires you or holding on to a plan that no longer fits who you are now, consider this your gentle cosmic permission to stop, recalibrate, and pivot. That doesn't mean giving up. It means being real with yourself. It means choosing not to waste time on things that drain your spirit. The clarity you're looking for isn't far away. Mercury is stationing direct in Pisces tonight, casting a soft but steady light on your thoughts. The mental fog begins to lift. And with it comes a new kind of confidence. Not the loud, flashy kind, but something quieter, deeper. A sense that yes, you do know where you're going now even if the steps feel cautious or uncertain. You're not rushing anymore. You're moving with purpose. And that's powerful. Think of it like this. Imagine walking a familiar road, one you've traveled 100 times before. But this time, you stop. You look around. You notice a path just off to the side, a little overgrown, a little uncertain, but something about it pulls at you. That's the new direction calling. You don't have to abandon everything or burn bridges. Keep the friendships, the memories, the lessons. But let go of the habits, patterns, and relationships that are no longer nourishing you. This is a transitional phase. A threshold. And yes, sometimes that means you'll feel torn. You might notice tension rising in your closest relationships, maybe with your partner, or family, or someone who knows you deeply. Don't panic. That friction isn't necessarily a sign that something's broken. Sometimes, it's just the pressure of two people evolving at different paces. Give each other space. Breathe. Focus on your own center. And when you return to each other, it might be with clearer minds, softer hearts, and a better understanding of what really matters. As you move forward with your plans, because you are moving forward, know that things may take longer than you expect. And that's okay. This isn't a race. This is about building something real. Something that reflects who you're becoming, not just who you've been. Focus. Be patient with the process. There will be setbacks, but don't let temporary disappointment stop you. Even when doors close, others quietly begin to open. Keep your eyes and your heart open for those quiet shifts. If you're struggling to make a decision, that's normal. Doubt is part of growth. Eventually, the pieces will come together. The fog will lift. You'll see the road clearly again, and not just for yourself, but in a way that helps others too. You'll find compromise, common ground, the win-win. But in this emotionally charged atmosphere, be mindful. Emotions might run high. Tempers might flare. You might catch yourself in the middle of an argument that started over nothing. Try not to let the moment carry you away. Step back. Let the feelings rise and pass through. Don't act out of anger, especially not toward the people who care about you most. You're human. They are too. And about those big promises or shiny financial opportunities that seem too good to be true, you know where this is going. If something feels off, trust that instinct. You might not have all the information. A well-timed pause can save you from a mistake. Let the dust settle before you decide. Take care of your body. There's a lot happening in your mind and in your heart, and your physical energy might be dipping. Don't ignore it. Your nerves are whispering what your soul already knows. You need rest. Not laziness, but real rest. Quality sleep. Gentle movement. Time with yourself that's not filled with screens and distractions. When you finally do slow down, you'll realize how much your body was asking for it. And in that stillness, you'll find peace. Deep, grounding peace. Today isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about knowing when to let go and when to hold on. It's about trusting that you're not lost, even when you're in between chapters. You've come a long way. And even if the path ahead looks unfamiliar, you're not walking it alone. Others are navigating their own quiet revolutions. So share your story. Have you recently changed course? Are you letting go of something that no longer fits? What's one step you're taking toward what truly matters? Your voice could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Keep going. You're doing better than you think.